I don't know when you will watch this, dear watcher, but it's either going to be before or after WrestleMania. If you are indeed a wrestling fan in April, you live in two different worlds. You live in the pre-WrestleMania world or you live in the post-WrestleMania world. And when it comes to WWE, that can vastly change your perspective of the wrestling product. And usually this does result in some kind of draft or some kind of superstar shakeup where we take all the rosters and we muck around with them to try and breathe new life into the WWE. But I tell you this, in 2018, and given what I expect to happen at WrestleMania, I don't think we should do this. Why? Here's why. Now, I love the draft, and I always think it's fun to see where people are going to end up, even though a lot of the time the decisions are made are absolute nonsense. Remember we did all that stuff with The Miz and Dean Ambrose? They were like chasing each other, and the feud moved from SmackDown to Raw or Raw to SmackDown. It was kind of like it never ended, and you were like, why are we doing this? That was stupid. And don't get me wrong, I can see the benefit of moving some people around. I mean, Seth Rollins, he may be a great fit on SmackDown. Maybe Finn Balor. That would be a good shift for him. And The Bar could probably help being, among a good tag team. We'll get to that later. And there's other people, of course, that would certainly work. I'm not saying that. I'm sure you've got loads of names in your head. You're like, they should be there, and they should be there, and that would just make everything better still. And I could see Bob Roode, Jinder, Rusev, or even Owens and Zayn moving to Raw, for example, and yeah, that could potentially make the product better. So if we do have a draft this year, I don't think it's the end of the world. What we're talking about there, though, is just the odd move here or the odd move there. We're not talking about a complete shake-up, which is the word that they use, and that's absolutely what I don't want to see, mostly because of the stories that we're being told as I talk to you right now. Take the return of Daniel Bryan. Given that he's only just come back, the last thing I want to do is upset the balance of the blue brand. I want to see Daniel Bryan take on everyone that's on that SmackDown roster right now. I want to see him against AJ Styles. I want to see him against Shinsuke Nakamura. I want to see him against Rusev. I want to see him against Kevin Owens. I want to see him against Sami Zayn. Don't muck around and take that away from me before I've got the opportunity to see it, especially because that opportunity only just came into being. Coming out of the show of shows too, there are programs that I don't just want to give up on. Take AJ Styles versus Nakamura. I can't wait for that at WrestleMania, and you may have already seen it, and it may have already blown your mind. I don't want that to all of a sudden go away. I want to see them go at it at Backlash. I want to see them go at it wherever the pay-per-view after Backlash is. Don't take backward steps. We're only just about to start the damn thing. I'm into it now. You built it up and I bought in. So just keep it that way. And really, if WWE is insistent on it, I would focus on two things. I'd focus on the tag team division and I'd focus on the women's division. With the tag teams, Raw is actually in desperate need of something because don't forget at one point, the Bar literally had no opponents for WrestleMania because Vince McMahon and co had gone about jobbing out all the tag teams on Raw. And while the SmackDown side's actually pretty good, we can't just see the Usos and the New Day and somebody else go round and round and round because we've seen the Usos and the New Day a lot. And even with the introduction of the Bludgeon Brothers, again, that can only go for a few months. And then what are you going to do? You're going to do Bludgeon Brothers versus New Day, and then Bludgeon Brothers versus Usos, and then the other combinations? That ain't going to fly, man. It's the same with the women. We keep seeing pointless tag team matches between Naomi and Becky Lynch, or Lunch and Napkin, if you watch Ups and Downs, going against the Riot Squad, and ultimately it means nothing, especially when you've got talented women here who could be having good singles feuds. So maybe we can break up Absolution and throw them around. Put Carmella in Raw after she cashes in Money in the Bank. Asuka can win the title at WrestleMania and move over to SmackDown. That's far more interesting to me, especially if it means we have to upset the men's roster, because again, I think the men's roster right now is quite solid. So less is more, basically, and that scares the hell out of me, because when has WWE ever done less is more? I mean, the rumoured time for WrestleMania is 7 hours, and again, you've seen WrestleMania now, it was after the day of WrestleMania, so maybe it went on for longer. Maybe it went on for 72 years. Also, yeah, the draft is really good for ratings, and that's why I think we'll probably get a draft show, because WWE likes ratings. Of course they do. They're a business. Rating means thumbs up. Thankfully, we know there's always a select few who are never going to move. I mean, take Roman Reigns and take Braun Strowman. They ain't leaving Raw. Vince McMahon ain't moving up on Raw, so hopefully he sees that the same in the other direction. And maybe he thinks, AJ Styles and Nakamura are synonymous with SmackDown, so we can't move them either. I mean, I don't know, because I'm not Vince McMahon. Yet. But yeah, I'm alright with some kind of draft this year, just not a major one. Look at where the problems are and fix that. Don't just start mucking around with it for the sake of mucking around with it, because I don't want to see that. We ruined it when we did it before. And again, my biggest worry is I want to see Daniel Bryan take on everyone on the SmackDown brand. If you move anyone around, I can't see that. And then, yeah, in a year's time, move it around. Then I can see Daniel Bryan versus Seth Rollins or Finn Balor or whoever, but don't do it now. Don't pull the trigger too quick. And if you do, of course, you do it. I don't care. I'm still going to say it's cool. I'm still going to smile and nod and be Mr. Positive. But deep down in my soul, in my guts, in my heart, in my kidneys, in my livers, I'm going to be a little bit upset because I like the status quo right now. I actually think the status quo is good, aside from a few numbles. But we picked up on those. And by the way, I just made up that word. Numbles means bad points. But all we can do is wait and see. Because again, We don't write the TV. Now don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you think about this. Like, share and subscribe. Head over to whatculture.com and read yourself some articles and follow What Culture on Twitter. What Culture WWE. My name is Simon from What Culture. I'll see you soon.
Wasn't that something? Don't forget to like, share and subscribe below, and also the people who made this lovely video, they're appearing right here. But if you're thinking to yourself, I want to see more content, Jules, then why not look above my head, as there probably is some. I don't know. I can't see it. Until next time.